Hi guys, I'm Ryan Houston and welcome to my fly tying channel. If you haven't already done so, consider hitting the subscribe button down below. That'll keep you up to date with everything as I upload it. My channel already contains hundreds of videos covering a wide range of both patterns and techniques, from the basic to the more advanced. So without delay, let's get on with the show. Hi guys, so tonight we're going to tie the San Juan worm. Now this is a famous fly from the United States, and it tends to be in this red squirmy worm material colour, and a lot of times you'll see it tied on one of these, which is a 2X, so the heavier wire, scud or shrimp style hook. Now this one I'm using here is a size 8, so you could probably tie from a 14 to an 8, and the one I'm using is a Fulling Mill super heavyweight grub hook in a size 8, as I said, but you could use whatever hook brand is your own favourite. As I said, most hook makers seem to have some sort of a curved scud or shrimp style hook in their armoury. So here I'm using a number 13 colour orange in a 6.0 from Textreme, and this is like a lightish orange coloured silk, because if you use a bright coloured or even a dark thread, it will show through this material. So next we're going to take some lead wire, although if you don't want to use lead wire, use a lead free wire, and create a weighted underbody for this fly. And then we want to create a thread dam at the front and a thread dam at the back, so that we don't have a step. It doesn't deal well with steps. It is a nightmare of a material to work with at the best of times. So a little bit of prep can help with your dealing with it. So I'm now using the thread to cover in my underwire so it doesn't show through so much. Okay, so we'll take our squirmy strand here. So what I'm going to do is to choose the length of my tail as the first thing. So I'm going to leave maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches, but that is up to yourself. So I'll then put a couple of wraps across that in the one spot here. Then I'm going to go in front of it to catch a couple of wraps of thread on the hook again, because it tends to slip with this stuff. Now I'm going to take both strands here that I've doubled over, and I'm going to pull them backwards, because if we then wrap on them while they're under tension, they're nice and thin, and it's maybe easier for us to get them into the position we want. When I get to the back here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wrap underneath and over and underneath, because I'm trying to get a couple of wraps of thread seated onto the hook again to give me something to tie this thing down in position and stop it from slipping around so much. So now I'll take my tying thread. I'm going to take it up here to 2/3 the way along the body. So we're going to wrap now a body with this other end. So we can pull that quite tightly and wrap it if we want, and it will become more translucent. And then what I'd do is tie it in there, or alternatively we can wrap it more loosely. If we wrap it more loosely, it is going to be more prone to slipping on itself, but it will give us this more realistic segmented worm look. But it will want to slip. So I would suggest that we tie it off here. And then if we want, we can continue then with the wraps forward or half hitch. So half hitch in the worm material. Same as whipping your thread off. And then wrapping through that just at the front to get in behind our eye. When we're in behind the eye, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create half hitches in behind it. Now several of them. Now they're seating down, slipping down right tight in behind the eye and under this material, and that will stop it from slipping forward. Snap it off, and then if we put a little bit of a stretch on this material here, cut it nice and neat, it'll slide back in and should leave a neat looking finish. Well, as neat as you can get on a junk fly, as they're called. So this is the San Juan worm. Very effective fly. I guess it imitates a worm that has fallen into the river or washed in, or however it did. They don't last, so the material in them tends to react with other stuff. That's why we're not varnishing anything. And also you have it tied in, you've stretched it here and you've put materials on it, tied thread onto it that will eventually cut through it. So what I would suggest is that you tie them as you need them, hence the, I suppose, junk name to them. So if you like what you see, like, subscribe, tell your friends, check out the other hundreds of videos that I have on the channel, and until next time, tight lines, and thanks for watching.